Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. Chosen ones, empaths. When it comes to a narcissist way of thinking, right, and the narcissist involved in your life is no different. It's no exception. They deem people that are close to you as a threat. So, for example, you know, you might have a loving, caring family, right? Or a group of friends, really supportive friends. And the narcissist involved in your life, say it was a romantic partner that was involved in your life. It doesn't always occur with just romantic partners. It can occur with family members, friends, colleagues, associates. But if they see you've got like a supportive network of people around you, you know, they view these people as a threat. Not that you're going to cheat on them, right? Or something of that nature, but they view them as a threat to their own selves, right? They feel like if you have close relationships with other people, right, that somehow you're leaving them out. They feel left out, right? They will try to impose themselves in the situations. So, for example, if you, early on in the relationship, you might have to look back in retrospect with the narcissist involved in your life. Early on in the relationship, they may have been eager for you to meet their family. So therefore then they have to meet your family. Or they were eager to meet your friends, right? And they will present themselves as kind at the start, you know, but they'll start to bring their own toxicity into these dynamics, right? And you'll notice that over the long haul, the once strong family pack that you were from becomes broken apart, or you're distant from them. You see them less and less, you know, and you could have had a really strong family unit, but this narcissist influence with through the guys underneath, you know, in a subtle way, they chip away at you and they break you apart from your connections. And as I said, this doesn't just have to occur in romantic relationships. This could be, you know, this could be one individual out of your group of friends, right? You could have a group of friends and you meet a new individual and you welcome him into the circle, perhaps, and they'll start causing problems. I touched on this the other day, but I felt like I could go a bit deep with it. You know, they'll start causing issues. Not at first. At first they'll seem kind, they'll be genuine, they'll just be, you know, they'll be checking everyone's temperament, they'll be running an analysis on people, right? And then they make someone a victim. And they'll cause issues between you and these people, or they'll cause issues with themselves and these people, and then you have to start picking a side, you know, and then because you're under the narcissist spell at the time, you may side with the narcissist, and then someone who was a trusted, confidant, a close friend of yours for a long time becomes someone who's really not involved in your life anymore. And the narcissists thrive on doing this. They want to isolate you because they deem these people as a threat. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help your brother out. It'll take 2 seconds of your time. Thank you. But this can also occur with strangers, perhaps. You know, not strangers, but say colleagues at work or something like that, you know. The narcissist will be insecure about you, even going out in public. The narcissist will be insecure about you going out public by yourself because they know that they've manipulated you and got you under a spell. So they're very concerned. They fully well know that other people in the world exist like them. So they view you as a weakness. They view you as weak, and that you could be manipulated into another situation, right? So this is why they have a very strong effect over you, and they control where you go. In some cases, they can control where you go, who you affiliate with, what you do, and they don't always do this through abuse, but they'll do it through psychological abuse. You know, you'll be constantly expressing yourself to them about where you're going, what you're doing, who you're hanging out with, what you're doing, you know. And they're very insecure. They're very insecure. They deem people as a threat, right? And, you know, especially, that's why I brought up the family unit at the start. They will chip away at you and break you away from your mum or your dad or your aunties or your uncles or your cousins or whoever, right? They'll chip away at you and break you away from them, and you won't realize this happened until it's too late. That's the thing. You won't realize this happened until it's too late. All you'll know is that at one point in time, you had a big group of people around you, like friends or family, or even a small group, but you know, a good connection that you had with these individuals. And then before you know it, you're isolated with the narcissist, you know. And then, you know, for example, if you say you get discarded by the narcissist down the line, or reverse discarded or whatever, or you cut them off, whatever the weather, you'll be alone, and you may not have it like the ability to be able to rekindle these relationships that were once so strong. Because from these individuals' point of view, the ones that were casted aside, the ones that were left out, the ones that were picked out by the narcissist and deemed to be a threat, you know, it's not that they've got an issue with you, but they feel like you left them, you sided with someone else over there. So it destroys the fabric and the foundations of these relationships that were once so strong. And it's really sick and twisted the way the narcissist does this. And I'd love to hear about your experience with this. If you've been isolated, put it in the comment section, because other survivors can learn from your experience as well. But they specifically do this to people they deem as a threat, you know. And they view a lot of people as a threat because, you know, inside the narcissist, they suffer with low self-esteem, low self-worth, and low self-esteem and low self-worth is no laughing matter. It can affect anyone. But, you know, this is fundamentally the reason why the narcissist is preoccupied with controlling your whereabouts of your life and who you affiliate with and who you're around, you know. In the romantic relationship, for example, be very careful about introducing them to your family, you see, because you might introduce them to your family, right? But then they start manipulating your family against you. They start gaslighting your family or gaslighting you, making you out to be crazy to your own family, right? This is what they'll do. They're sick. They're really sick. And this is why going forward, if you're free from the narcissist clutches now, just be very vigilant in the future about who you let into your life, whether it's a friend, a romantic partner, whoever it is that you meet in your life in the future. Be very careful about bringing them around your close confidants, your family, your friends, because they have access to your world then, and they're able to smear your name, they're able to do this manipulation, and fundamentally it bases and boils down to the point that they deem individuals as a threat, you know. They don't like you having connections. Really, it's because as well, which I probably should have said in the earlier segment, they're missing out on supply. You know, if you have a good friend in your life that you bond with and you talk and you express yourself and you have fun and this and that, narcissist feels like they're missing out. If you've got a good relationship with your family and you spend time with them and stuff like this, the narcissist feels like they're missing out. They want you all for themselves. They're obsessive. They're weirdos. They want you all for themselves. So just understand that this narcissist that was involved in your life did, most likely, if you look back in retrospect, chip away at the fabric of relationships that were around you. They caused problems with people that are around you, with themselves, or they caused problems with you involved with them. They might have smeared, they might have done this manipulation, all because they deem these people as a threat. You know, they've got such low self-esteem and low self-worth that they deem people as a threat, and they can't tolerate you being around other individuals. They just can't tolerate it. So just be careful in the future about who you bring around your circles, who you bring around your family. Be very vigilant, use discernment that you've learned, and be very careful. Don't rush into it. Don't let people meet your family too soon. Don't let people meet your friends too soon. You know, and if anything, you should have your own separate place where you can go for respite or to relax, to chill out, separate from the individual that you meet in the future, just in case they do turn out to be a narcissist. You know, if you don't introduce them to your family and friends, they may take offense, but they need to be trusted first. They need to be reliable first. You need to make sure they're not a parasite. You need to make sure they're not toxic, because the mistakes you made with this narcissist that was involved in your life, you know, it made them be affiliated with your family. They got affiliated with your friends. You know, they try to take over your whole existence, your whole life, you know, and make you in servitude to them. So it's pretty sick stuff. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find the link in the description box. If you'd like a one-to-one session with myself, you can also find the link in the description box. Currently, I've got a secondary channel, spiritual channel. Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.